think we could have ever thought that Hollywood and Marvel would have Hindi music playing in it? I mean, that's insane, right? But it's so fresh, it's so new. I'm not married, I don't have kids. So that's why when people say, how the hell did you get the tonality of this father? I say, well, the funny thing is also I've never met my father. He passed away when I was 9 months old. How do you feel? I said, how does a person from India who's never had the audacity to dream of something like this today is standing on the red carpet? And I said, hell, the carpet is red. It actually is red.
So, hello, Mohan, sir. How are you this morning?
I'm very well, very excited to be in conversation with you, Karen. Thank you so much for this.
So, how have you been taking all this love and appreciation coming your way since the release of Miss Marvel?
With a huge smile. I've been taking it with a huge smile and very, very excited. It's all very actually surprising because, typically when you do a role, and especially of a supporting role of a father in stuff, I mean, you don't expect to get so much attention and so many accolades for it. But what I'm getting is unreal. I'm like, what? Really? I mean, are they watching the same thing that I performed in? Because I said, I don't know. I mean, but my friends had warned me, they saying your life is going to change after you do this because Marvel has a completely different loving fan base. So yeah, I guess they've been proven right. And I don't know how to react. I mean, I'm still lost. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. And the thing is, what's amazing, Karen, is that it's coming from Hollywood. It's coming from different countries, Spain, Italy, Africa, all kinds of places which you don't even realize that they watch these things. I mean, which is silly of me to think that they don't watch Marvel. But the fact that they are appreciating a father, but I think herein lies the thing. It's about this family unit, what the writers have created. It's so relatable. It's so fresh. It's so new. It's unlike anything, actually, even a storytelling. You don't see such South Asian families in Hollywood stories, especially not in a Marvel story. I mean, yesterday, my friend and I, we were watching the episode 4, and I just looked at him and I said, do you think we could have ever thought that Hollywood and Marvel would have Hindi music playing in it? I mean, that's insane, right? But it's so fresh, it's so new. And they have done it so well, all of them the creators have done such a marvelous job of choosing the music, the songs. I think the casting is fantastic, the art direction, the writing, everything is just so good. That small nuances that they've got. So it's overwhelming. Yeah, it's really overwhelming, this love that we're getting.
That's nice. You're getting the whole desi family love from all over the world.
Yeah, really.
So we will move on to all the things that you spoke of. But first, tell us, are you as cool of a dad in real life as in the series?
Okay, so I'm not married. I don't have kids. So
okay.
That's why when people say, how the hell did you get the tonality of this father? I say, well, the funny thing is also I've never met my father. He passed away when I was 9 months old. So I don't have a benchmarking of what a father should be or is. I mean, should be is what I'm portraying. This is what I would want to be as a father if I had a child. So that's coming organically. And Iman is she just is so adorable, that you get those feelings, fatherly feelings towards her when you're performing with her. So yeah, so I mean, I don't know how did this whole dad performance come from, but yeah, I guess that's something maybe because I don't have a kid of my own and I've always longed for one. So then, I bring it all out into the characters that I portray.
Okay. So who would you say inspired it? I mean, I know it's your own interpretation, but somewhat like did somebody or any character inspire Yusuf Khan? And what do you think all dads can learn from him?
No, I'll come back to that. No, there was no inspiration to it. The writing was my fodder, so to speak. The writing gave me everything that I needed. So was there another person or another actor, another character that I've seen? No, I don't think so. Because the way I play a father, even in Indian stuff, it's just me. So I don't know. I don't have a yearbook answer to that. But will it be an inspiration to fathers? Well, I hope so, because fathers to sons and especially to daughters, They need to encourage them. They need to help them spread their wings and, help them dream a little and, and be a perfect foil for a mother who loves and cares for her children, but who's a little stern and, strict, what so they call. But, both the parents don't have to be that. So it's just a good foil that you play. And yeah, I mean, if my character of Yusuf Khan can inspire other fathers. So here's a great compliment that I got from the executive producer and president of Marvel, Kevin Feige. He told me on the red carpet of the premiere, he told me, he's saying, I have to tell you this. He's saying that I am the head of Marvel Studios. I'm surrounded by superheroes and superpowers that we create for the audiences and all. He's saying, I've always wanted to be a superhero. He's saying, but ever since I've seen Yusuf Khan, he's saying, I just want to be a loving dad like him to my children. I was like, wow, that's a compliment, man. That somebody wants to be a dad to their children the way that Yusuf Khan is to his children. So I told him, I said, anyway, dads are always their children's first superhero. So you already are a superhero. But I thought that was a great compliment. So yeah, so if I can inspire more dads to, be like Yusuf Khan, be loving, be friendly, be encouraging, and be young at heart for them. Be young at heart for them, because that's what it's all about. So that'll automatically you'll relate to your children. Because you somehow forget that once you were also at that age. So don't let that part of you ever kind of age. Always be that child for your child growing up. And that's beautiful.
So, well, Yusuf Khan may not have superpowers, but he can be officially a super dad.
Yeah.
Speaking of superheroes, who was your favorite superhero or favorite Avenger?
Oh, Iron Man.
Oh.
Iron Man. Iman's favorite superhero is also Iron Man. But I love Iron Man because, so if there's anyone very real for me in the Avenger world or the MCU, I think it's Iron Man, because he's this, if you see his storyline, the way he comes into being who he is, I think he's got some great layering to his character. He's fantastic. Plus, he's hip and happening, and he's a smartass with wise quips all the time. He's got this wonderful relationship with Pepper Potts. So, and it's the way he addresses his villains. He talks to them like, he just looks down. I love his whole attitude, his swag. He's just so fantastic.
Also, partition is handled so differently in the MCU. How do you think, it was handled if it was in a Bollywood or a Pakistani interpretation? Do you think it would have been different?
Well, it's not fair because that's not an apple for apple comparison. But the context is what matters, right? It's the context that matters. So here the context for the partition and all that is from Aisha, Sana, Muniba, all that kind of stuff. In Indian, there's more about the pain and the anguish. So they will try to show you more about that. People, bichhad rahe from their loved ones and all that. So that's a different thing, because there are, in a Pakistani story or in an Indian story, there is a personal angst to it. So there's something that they want to tell about what somebody of theirs probably has, the story would be different. The characterization of those characters would be different. Here it's different because they're using that as a trampoline to, catapult about, so what happened there? What was it about? And as Sana says, she's saying that I live in Karachi, but my soul is from India. So it is that. Because finally it was all one big country. It was all India. Terrible things precipitated for this division to happen.
What has playing a dad made you realize about raising kids to be superheroes of the future?
I'm just going to move with this because it started raining. I feel that the rain might just come. So, honestly, maybe because I was pretty hopeless at studies and all, I was just very good in all extracurricular activities. I was very good in sport and all that. So I never really had an inkling towards study. So the thing is that what I get to hear, what I get to see nowadays is this pressure on people to achieve the grades, etc. And that sometimes gets a little scary, when I look at it and I say that, wow, that's too much pressure, man. I mean, come on. Let them be holistically growing. Yeah? Why just only towards studies? And yeah, I mean, you've often heard of this thing that, people say that kids don't go out to play anymore. They don't do anything. That everything is with a handheld tablet, gadget or something. Well, those are the times. Can't help it. And frankly, where are the kids going to go and play? In Bombay city, there's no place for them to go and play. So what the hell? So raising superheroes? No, I think you should just be raising superhumans. The human being in them should be, because the world is so much in strife today. I just feel that there should be more compassion. They should not be forced to follow any religion or any beliefs. Let them turn 18. Let them follow what they want. Just because you're born and brought into that, why? I mean, and I've heard of so many of my friends. I know of Christian friends who've converted to Buddhism. I've heard of Hindu friends who've converted to Christianity. Let them choose. Bring up good human beings. The world needs good human beings. We need good souls. Because the minute you say that I'm raising a superhero is on the other end of the spectrum, you're saying that there is evil in the world, which you need to fight. So why do you need a superhero to, fight the evil? Create good human beings who don't let evil permeate into the society. And that's what I feel.
So well said, sir. So you were saying your life has changed. How big a change has it made since coming on on screen as Yusuf Khan?
Well, as of now, the work things are being discussed with my agent in LA. So there's the work thing. I can't say that I've got 20 projects and I'm doing this. So that's all still in discussion, and that's exciting because the couple of projects that she's mentioned to me about, some are coming from London, some are coming from the US. So that's exciting, and let's hope that they've all materialized. But what it has changed for me is the fact that I believe that, the watershed moment that I was waiting for or wanting, has probably very unwittingly it has happened to me, and hopefully now people are going to say that, hey, and not only in Hollywood, but even over here in India, they're going to say, hey, we never thought that this guy could, act well, but that he can act. So hopefully I get better projects over here. As of now, there aren't so many projects over here because I'm hardly over here. So I'm refusing about 3 projects a day, and I feel so bad. I'm like, hey, I want to work in India because that's where you've come from, right? So, there's that whole comfort thing. But it's all right. I mean, I've already got more than I probably deserve. So I'm just humbled by it all. And so whatever the good Lord plays out for me, I'm in his hands. He'll always do good for us, right?
So can't wait to see you in more international projects and maybe more even in Bollywood. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
What are the kind of roles though do you really want to explore and play like in the coming years?
So my agent, after we finished shooting, we were actually still shooting. Yeah, we were still shooting Miss Marvel. And she was saying, so what do you want to do after this? So I said, the world is my oyster, man. I said, as an actor, I would never say no to anything, because anything that is exciting, that's challenging, that's fun is welcome, But she's saying, no, like, for example, let's give some role that you'd want to do. I said, there is, on one end of the spectrum, I would love to play the part that Irfan Khan played in Life of Pi, because I can relate to that kind of character, performance, things like that. On the other end, I would love to do Hannibal the Cannibal, played by Anthony Hopkins. So, it's just a whole bunch, and then a whole bunch of Yusuf Khans in between. So I just love to do everything. It's so exciting. Yeah. What scares me are things like musicals, because okay, so can you imagine? I've been 30 years in the industry in India. I've never done a Bollywood song and dance. I go to Hollywood, Marvel, and I'm dancing to a Hindi song over there. I'm like, oh God, I was so nervous, man. I was so nervous. All my time, even in my own apartment when I was not shooting, I was practicing the dance moves. I'm like, oh God. Then I'd call up the lady playing my wife. I said, acha, between that step and that step, do we turn around or she's laughing? She's like, oh, what's wrong with you? Just chill out. It's not so difficult. I said, nahi yaar, I can't do this stuff. It's damn scary, you know. But yeah, finally then I realized that I said, why am I? Because I'm not supposed to dance like Hrithik Roshan or Shah Rukh Khan. I'm Yusuf Khan. Yusuf Khan has his, his flaws and things. So even if he gets a step wrong, but just enjoy yourself. A friend of mine in America, she's a great dancer. So she thinks dancing is all about having fun. Just have fun. And I just realized that, why am I trying to be perfect? I have to be Yusuf Khan, dance like Yusuf Khan would. And once I got that thing in my head, then I had a blast. Then I enjoyed the whole thing. All the nervousness and everything went out.
You nailed that scene, by the way. It was like, it was a perfect wedding scene.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great fun doing.
Finally, now that you are Kamala's dad in this series, can we expect to see you in Miss Marvel, in the Marvels coming up in the MCU? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the Khan family, they are very intrinsic to the Captain Marvel 2, which is called the Marvels. So in fact, we're going to London to complete the film now. So yeah, so the Khan family is over there while the daughter's saving the universe. So the Khan family is very much a part of her life over there too. Typical South Asian family. Are mera bachcha kahan ja raha hai? I'm also going to be there. Beta kuch khaya? Have you eaten? Sleep on time, huh? Dad, I'm to save the world.
This is such exciting news. What would you say is your best experience so far being a part of all this superhero craziness?
Honestly, everything. Every day over there is something new, something so exciting. Sometimes as an actor, it's okay. You're just part of a scene. You're not really doing, like I've had some really good scenes in the mosque. I've had some good scenes at home and stuff like that. But there are days where, Muniba is in the lead of the scene and, Muniba and Kamala. And the dad is just there, lending support by, giving the expressions that don't worry, beta, everything will be all right. But every day, as a person and part of a Hollywood set, I'm just looking and I'm like a kid in a candy shop and I'm saying, so this is how they do it, huh? And, it's fantastic a feeling because, you've seen these films, these kind of films growing up all through the years, and now suddenly you're part of it, and you're like, wow. So this is an experience I will never forget. Because this comes once in a lifetime. I mean, the Hollywood premiere. I mean, they asked me, how do you feel? I said, how does a person from India who's never had the audacity to dream of something like this today is standing on the red carpet? And I said, hell, the carpet is red. It actually is red. I said, it's surreal to say the least. It's fantastic.
Okay, sir. So can't wait to see you now on the big screen. Like you've already won over the small screen. Now the big screen as well awaits you. So all the best and cannot wait to see more of you and good luck and enjoy the journey. Any message for all Indians watching, tuning in every Wednesday?
Well, you got 2 more episodes coming your way. It's all going to lead to a fabulous finale, season finale. And I'm actually getting goose flesh talking about it. Yeah, so just watch out for it. Watch out for Kamala and her family in the Marvels. That will happen in 2023. So lots more, hopefully, as Yusuf Khan would say, inshallah. Hopefully, lots more.
Okay. Thank you so much. It was so lovely talking to you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.